Why do ordinary people obey harmful commands? Why do they follow orders, even when it goes against their morals? The shocking answer was revealed in one of the most controversial psychology experiments ever conducted. It was 1961. Psychologist Stanley Milgram wanted to understand how normal people could participate in atrocities like those committed during World War II. So he created a chilling experiment at Yale University to test how far people would go when instructed by authority. Here's how it worked. Volunteers were told they were part of a study on learning and memory. They played the role of a teacher, while another person, the learner, was seated in another room, hooked to electrodes. Every time the learner gave a wrong answer, the teacher was instructed to deliver an electric shock, increasing in intensity with each mistake. The shocks weren't real. The learner was an actor. But the teacher didn't know that, and as the learner screamed in pain, begged to stop, and eventually fell silent, most participants kept going, simply because the scientist told them to. Milgram found that 65% of participants delivered the maximum shock of 450 volts. That's despite believing they were causing real harm. Why? Because a man in a lab coat told them to continue, and that was enough. The Milgram experiment revealed a terrifying truth. People are far more obedient to authority than we want to believe. Milgram didn't just show that people follow orders. He showed that the setting, the language of authority, and a sense of responsibility could override moral judgment, even in everyday people. Fun facts. The experiment was inspired by the trial of Adolf Eichmann, a Nazi official who claimed he was just following orders. The learner's screams were pre-recorded, but some participants cried, trembled, and sweated through the experiment. The study has been replicated in many countries with similar results. Milgram's research changed the way we understand authority, obedience, and personal responsibility. It led to major ethical reforms in how psychological studies are conducted today. So what does this mean for us now? It means we all have the capacity to obey, even against our values. And unless we're aware of that tendency, it can be dangerous. But awareness is the antidote. When we understand the psychology of obedience, we can stop ourselves from blindly following orders, especially when they go against what's right. Milgram's experiment reminds us, you're not immune to influence, but you can choose awareness over obedience, conscience over conformity. Subscribe to Favio Fun Facts for more deep dives into the human mind and the surprising forces that shape it.